Hi, I'm Tom.
Hi, Ryan.
Hi, I'm Lewis.
Hi, and I'm Stephen, and we are Team
Genesis.
Right, this is our arcade machine. I'm Tom. It's made out of plywood because we had a budget and plywood's cheap, so we used that. To cover the plywood here, we've used vinyl because it'll protect the wood and it looks prettier than just the normal wood. The black here is just paint to make it look more aesthetically pleasing. We used a label gun, to get these on, so you know what you're doing when you're using the machine. The monitor's just an old monitor we came across, nothing special really. This here, the Lux, is just A4 piece of paper that we've got multiple comics or magazines on, and we've just pasted them over the side of it to make the arcade machine look more like an arcade machine. We're playing Crash Bandicoot Classic. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Lewis, and I'm going to be talking about the report and the design brief. So for our report, we did a blog book, which we did weekly. So we did, in the first week, we got our materials. The second week, we started actually making it. So we did the cutting out and stuff like that. And then for the design specification, we had to take a product, so the arcade machine itself, and make it better. And what we've done is we've obviously put games on it, but we've also put the internet on so we can go on emails, Google and all that kind of stuff as well. We help in third world countries, so places like Africa where they couldn't email and things like that, they could do that and also play games, so it'd be fun for them. And it's aimed at people more around the age of 10 to 20, younger people, so people that would use it in college as well. So as you can see, we made it a tabletop version, which means it's smaller than an average arcade machine. Another thing is we had to order all our parts, so things like the buttons, it took us a while to come in. Problems we faced were cutting it out. We didn't know how to get it exact, like measuring it up and stuff. The holes, we did it a little bit wrong at first. We had to file them so we could fit the buttons in better. Another thing is someone tampered with our machine, so we had to figure out a way to fix it again. Things like that. Other than that, that's everything from me.
Hi, I'm Stephen, and I'm going to be talking about how we made this arcade machine. Well, at first, we assigned roles to each team member. We had Jess, who's the team leader, we had Ryan, who was the research guy, Tom and Lewis were the designers, and I myself was building the arcade machine mainly. Well, at first we looked into into what materials we needed, which were plywood, paint, vinyl, paper, and then a Raspberry Pi, and of course a monitor. So once we'd ordered all these, we had a £75 budget to order all this in. Luckily enough, we spent the money right and we got all the equipment we needed. So when it actually came to the design process, Tom and Lewis were there designing different ideas with all of our input. You know, what we wanted as a team to be on the arcade machine. You know, some of us wanted it actual full arcade length, some of us wanted tabletop, so we came to the conclusion we actually wanted tabletop. This actually is different to many other arcade machines. This can actually run the internet off, which would mean we can send emails off, which would also mean it is helpful in different countries like third world countries like Africa, where they may not be able to communicate with the world as much as first world countries. So this would help in these countries, when they need to ask for clean water, if they need to make contacts outside of their country. So yeah, we decided on that as a group as well, that we would put that on the Raspberry Pi, so it'd be different to many arcade machines. So So the actual making of the arcade machine, first we decided to make a prototype to see, if the height was right, if, the width was right, if it was, the right size for an actual table as well, as it is going to be a tabletop. So we made that prototype out of cardboard, quick and simple cardboard. That took us a lesson or two to make, cutting out the design onto a cardboard sheet. We stuck them together with just a double-sided tape, make sure it was strong enough to hold it, to make sure we get a good picture. And it turned out it worked. We used the measurements from the prototype to make the actual final product. And to make the final product, we had to trace out on the plywood the cardboard that we used for the prototype, so it was exactly the same. And to cut these out, we used a jigsaw. When we used the jigsaw, none of us really knew how to use it. And after a couple of minutes of being taught how to by one of our tutors, me and Lewis got the hang of it in no time. So we mainly focused on cutting out. So as you can see, it turned out all right. It's smooth cut, not too bad. And then we did the same for each individual part of the arcade machine, which we used the jigsaw for obviously as well, to cut it out of the plywood. Once we cut them out, we filed them down, give them a finish, so that you weren't cutting yourself or getting splinters from it, because it is wood after all. But after that, it was just a case of putting it all together, because we had all these pieces that needed putting together. Which then me and Jess went over to Dave, one of our other tutors, who knew how to make brackets. That's where the brackets came in, and they actually held this thing together. The brackets are actually on the inside, you can't see it, because if they were on the outside it wouldn't be as aesthetically pleasing. So we put them on the inside to hold it together, which makes it more stable, and it's better than just drilling screws into the actual wood, otherwise the wood would split. So we made the brackets out of mild steel, easy to bend, easy to manipulate, much easier to screw into as well. But it's also very strong and very durable, so it will last a long time and it will hold this project together. We had done the shell, made the shell for it, we had to make the inserts. So we have the control panel, which has the Allen sticks, the buttons on. We drilled holes in there just to put the buttons through. Up here we have the speakers, but if we put the speakers directly onto the wood, the noise would not travel. So that's why we made the holes inside of the actual wood so that the noise could travel through. We attached the monitor to two pieces of wood on the inside. So drilled through here, so it's like a floating TV. It's like a floating TV. You know what you have in your house. It's just like a floating monitor. And then really it was just a case of making it aesthetically pleasing. So we got the vinyl, wrapped it in vinyl on the inside. Got the paper printed off, and we stuck it all over with wallpaper paste. Added the buttons through, added the stickers so everyone knew what buttons was which, and then really painted it black on the inside so it didn't, give a wood effect and look rubbish, like it was half done. Make sure the monitor worked. The monitor was completely fine when we tested on it, and it still is now. And now all we really have left to do is just stick the keyboard on at the minute. And that'll take 2 minutes. We've got the Velcro. Basically what we're going to do with that is stick the Velcro on the back of the keyboard and Velcro it to here, which will mean that it can stay there. It's going to be a wireless keyboard, so that you can just take it off, send your email, stick it back on, and then go on whatever game you'd like. And the Raspberry Pi can actually run about 3,000 games. This is just one of them, Crash Team Racing. But if you use the hotkeys, from that angle, you've got many different games, and you can configure it from the actual thing. to make sure the noise isn't too loud or anything along those lines. But then piecing it together, we just slotted the actual components on, and they fit perfectly, and that's basically how we made the arcade machine.
Okay, so this is the heart of the arcade machine, which I've mostly done myself. I've had help from everyone, but this is what runs all the games. Basically, we've put on a software called RetroPie, and what we've done, we've imported roughly 950 games, all like old classics from the 80s, 90s and early 2000s, and we've put them all in, they all work. We've also got some multiplayer games. We've got multiplayer as well, so we got this one which is player A or 1, and then this side is player 2. We got joysticks which is this, and then we got buttons. Now these are in a kind of like a Nintendo format, so you got your A, B, X, Y, but obviously on the other side. We also have some speakers hooked into this, which are at the top, and yeah, we got some like your standard start, select, and then we have hotkeys, which basically what these do, these help us exit the games. So if you press start and hotkey, it'll exit the game, so you can actually go into other games, unlike the arcade machines in the 80s, where you only had one game and you had to put money in it as well, which is another good thing because it's completely free, other than the building costs, which Stephen covered before. Yeah, but I think what else we need to do, because we had a problem with the Wi-Fi, because the Wi-Fi's not been working. We've tried and tried to fix it, and it's not working. So the next thing to do, I think, is we completely rewipe it and try again and see if the Wi-Fi works. But other than that, we still have Ethernet, so we can access the internet when we want to. Okay, so this is the basic setup you've seen before, but I'm going to show you how we've configured it in the past, how we have fixed it when we have problems. Basically all we need to do is go down to configure and put A, yeah, and then say we want to do player 2, press A, and just go up, down, left, right, start, select, A, B, X, Y, and then just go all the way down, because we don't need them because they're part of an actual controller. Very good. Thank you. So now, like I was saying before, RetroPie is the software we have been using. So in here we can configure audio, Bluetooth we can use, but we don't really need it. That's for configuring a load of the code, which you don't necessarily need to go into. That's theme, so the background, we can change files, that's again with the configuration editor. Another configuration, that is part of like the game, so you can save your data. That's if you want to go online with it, if you play online games. That's setting up the software again, so if you want to install the software again, we can on a fresh install. That's part of the code behind everything. That's IP address, so if we want to use Wi-Fi, that's another part of the background, so like a screensaver type thing if we're leaving it. And Wi-Fi, if we want to configure it, but like I said before, we have had problems with it, so we can't actually use it at this time. We also have a desktop which we can go into if we don't have a mouse, but basically this is just when it loads, it's the desktop that we can just access the internet if we want to. So Google Chrome, yeah. Sadly, we don't have a Ethernet plugged in at the minute, so we can't actually go into Google. But when it does, it does work. We've all tested it, we've all tried it. Sadly, we can't actually use the Ethernet in here because it's linked to the computers, so we can't plug it in. And that's all I really have to say. Thank you.